In the Bible, who is the father of all nations in the book of Genesis? It's Abraham. God was very pleased with him. His name was originally Abram. But because of his faith, so God changed his name to Abraham. It means God loved this old man very much. Why did God love him? It's because he had faith in God. What does it mean to have faith in God? He placed his hope in the Lord. Our Father in heaven, he placed his hope, his expectations, and his life's pursuit, and all his hopes, on the Lord. For example, Lord, can I really be the father of all nations? Can my descendants really have as many stars as there are? Yes, I believe you. I will rely on you in the future. He is a man who relies heavily on God, and became the father of all nations, and became a righteous man. He believes in everything. Yenhua, I'm so skinny now. My wife Sarah is 90 years old. She is already past the age of childbearing. I'm already 100 years old, but I have almost lost all my teeth. I believe it. I have placed my hope in you. There are people who have such hope. They are people who have faith in the Lord. No, he is. He is a person who has faith in the Lord. That's why he has such hope. He is a person who has faith in the Lord. In the same way, let's give another example. He has his grandson. His twin grandsons. Abraham's grandson. Abraham's grandson. These two sons, Esau and Jacob. These two children. One of them had faith in God, and looked up to the Lord, and the other is not. Those who look up to the Lord and desire his blessings, and long for God's blessing, is a person with faith. It's admirable. They put their hope in the Lord. And very admirable. Those who can make a covenant with God is Jacob. We know that. The first covenant was made with Abraham. Made a covenant with God to give the land of Canaan to Abraham and his descendants. Then God made a covenant with Abraham. Not only gave the land of Canaan to Abraham's descendants, but also made Abraham's descendants have the stars in the sky. This covenant was made by God with Abraham, and the covenant was fulfilled after the fourth generation. That is to say, it may take about 400 years to get the promised land, and only then could they would have the stars in the sky. The covenant was valid for, there are still 400 years. Is that what you mean? But this covenant, the covenant of Abraham, it was given to Isaac. After Isaac, it was passed on to Isaac. But Isaac had two sons. Who would this covenant belong to? It should have been given to Rebekah. But Sarah didn't look up, nor did she expect her descendants to have many stars, nor did she expect Jehovah to give her descendants more stars in the sky. And he didn't expect to win the promised land, because he thought that, can the fire really be looked up to? Who knows what will happen hundreds of years later? So he didn't care much. Later, he felt that the covenant was optional. And he didn't care. Later, his younger brother Jacob took the eldest son status. In the end, the covenant was given to Jacob. So Jacob was originally called Jacob, and later changed his name to Israel, which means he was victorious. In the future, your descendants will have the stars in the sky, and the sand by the sea, and your descendants will expand in all directions. And all the nations on earth will be blessed through your descendants. And the land of Canaan belongs to you. That's what it means. Those who are victorious are called Israel. Since you are called Israel, for this country, the people are called Israel. The people are called Israel. After you win, your descendants will settle in the promised land. The people are called Israel. It's changed, right? Brothers and sisters, today we say that those who have faith become righteous. Brother Shibe wants to ask a question. If a person who desires himself can get a very noble and honorable title, is good or bad in God's eyes? It's good, very admirable, very admirable, very admirable. And pursue the good blessings in heaven. So the admirable person, is it him? Is the one who keeps his eyes fixed on Jesus? Yes, he keeps his eyes fixed on Jesus. And also fix their hope on Jesus. And then, is such a person a believer in Jesus? Such a person is a true believer. So, if you really believe, that is to say, this child is so close, staring at me, and puts all his expectations on me. All the looking up, and all his hopes are on me. He also abandoned everything. And he also gave all his savings on me. He trusts me so much. Then he is righteous. I will give him whatever he wants. Such a person will receive the promised blessings by believing in Jesus. This is justification by faith. At first, it was impossible for Abraham to have children, but he put all his faith, all his hopes, all his expectations and hopes. He gave all his faith, hope, expectation, and looked up to the Lord. So our Heavenly Father, to prove that his calling could not be changed, he simply changed Abram's name to Abraham, the father of all nations. I will give you a son next year, not from another woman, not from your concubine, but from your elderly wife, Sarah. Sarah's childbirth proves faith. Sarah, who is old, gave birth to a child. It proves that you and your wife look up to me. Then, Sarah gave birth to a son named Isaac. Sure enough, the descendants of Abraham have the stars in the sky and the sand by the sea. So what is a person who has faith in God? It means that he entrusts everything to God and put all their hopes and expectations in God and leaves everything in God's hands. They have good hopes and good thoughts, but everything. He only looks up to the Lord. He doesn't look up to himself or to others or other people. He only looks up to the Lord who rules the world. So if there are such people who look up, they will become people of faith. The first person with faith was Abraham.